Watch it.
Who's next?
Introducing
Elmo has something special.
Dr. Winhurst. The new influence machine.
Ornamental physics. Work without purpose. Pure bells and whistles. A Ponzi scheme of charge separation.
A Ponzi scheme of charge separation, Mr. Wimsel. He's the man who made some baby lightning bolts to impress your man. His legacy a novelty, intrinsically one to go.
Hello. I'm here to do a prototype. I've got this machine out of it, so I've been working on it, and well, I think it speaks for itself, really. I've always wanted to get one of these dead dogs, and alright, where is it? Yes. Could you put the headset on for me, please? Put that headset, yes, that's it. The charging, the oscillators. Last one. Oh, don't forget, yep. Oh, yep, it seems to work. Alright, you might want to cover your eyes. Just cover your eyes. You'll be okay. Nothing, just...
Wizzy, woolsy, wuzzy, hee hee. Like any other chemical, I will tame it with geometry. Rough, tight, and pointy. Local field density. Compared to the proton, nearly 2,000 times lighter. I'll burn the air itself. Fast racing radicals.
Just imagine our non-profit organisation will be distributing these all across the globe. You imagine we'll all have one of these in our homes by 2030 at the earliest.
The Wimsel machine works through electrostatic induction. Instead of relying on friction, the machine uses a tiny initial charge on one sector to induce an opposite charge on a passing sector of the counter-rotating disc. Neutralizing brushes touch opposite sectors simultaneously, allowing charges to redistribute. As discs rotate in opposite directions, this influenced charge is carried away and multiplied exponentially. Positive charge is stored in a Leyden jar, and the negative charge is stored in another Leyden jar. Between these two Leyden jars is a spark gap. Once the voltage is high enough to jump the spark gap, we get a spark, and the cycle starts again.
Field strength exceeds the dielectric breakdown threshold of the medium, culminating in a transient avalanche discharge.
This value shown is a baseline approximation describing a point in which air transitions from being an electrical insulator to a conducting plasma. This transition necessitates the ionization of a single seed molecule, propagating the dielectric breakdown of air molecules between different electrical potential with respect to one another, as a function of voltage and distance. In dry air at room temperature and 1 atmosphere of pressure, this breakdown
At
arbitrary Earth-centric values just to prove that there's a God. I mean, 1 atmosphere just so happens to be the air pressure at sea level, as if. And room temperature to be a universally agreed 20 degrees Celsius. There's a conspiracy there.
Don't get me started.
At 1 atmosphere, 2.9 sextillion molecules hammer every square millimeter of exposed surface every second. With each collision being an individual pressure spike lasting less than a picosecond, air pressure is these combined forces of blurry near simultaneity that is measured as a macroscopic force acting perpendicular to a surface. Under these baseline conditions, air acts as an insulator up to approximately 3 kilovolts per millimeter. However, it assumes a perfectly uniform electric field, the kind one can really only have between perfectly flat, perfectly smooth, and perfectly parallel plates extending out to infinity. Only in such idealized geometry can it be said that breakdown voltage is strictly a function of gap distance. Even then, say if we had access to a realm of mathematical consistency, a perfectly flat, infinite to the Planck, Euclidean universe, like that one the Russians hid from us in the 90s, a dedicated research universe that besides our perfectly flat, infinite parallel plates of equal and opposite charge, has strictly no other mass or background radiation, ensuring a 0 Kelvin, 0 interference. Even with all this taken care of, a gap as wide as 1 millimeter will have a non-zero Casimir pressure. And to actually have a uniform electric field over cosmological distances, we'll certainly need a way to cancel out the space-time curvature created by the plates themselves. In the real world, geometry changes everything. Curvature warps electric field lines, locally concentrating the electric field. As electrode radii shrink, the local field intensifies, reducing the voltage required for a spark across a given distance. To avoid dividing by 0 when calculating infinitely sharp points, physicists approximate needle tips by using small spheres. Physicists approximate needle tips by using small spheres. Sphere cone hybrids or prolate spheroids stretched along their axis. Squeeze the field into a tight curve and the atmospheric air breaks down long before reaching the flat plane threshold.
Lucius, the Jewish the chemist from Vesuvius, traveling through time to come and elucidate. Tickle of electricity and spins it around, making zap.
Anything goes zap.
Compound interest, it's in the temperature. Let the vapors rise through the column. Still head liquefaction. Let it run down and take a fraction. Watch the numbers rise.
What a Wimsel machine. What a beautiful Wimsel machine.
With compound interest, it's a solid asset.
machine were perfectly symmetric and neutral, it would not start. As the two parallel disks counter-rotate, the charged sector on one disk passes near a neutralizer brush on the opposite disk. Through electrostatic induction, it attracts opposite charges to the sector touching the brush and repels like charges to the opposite side of that neutralizer bar. Because the counter-rotating disks continuously bring newly induced charges to influence other neutral sectors, a positive feedback loop is created. The accumulation of charge on the disks and the Leyden jars grows exponentially over time, or with the number of rotations. The separated charges are collected by metal combs and stored in Leyden jars.
The old Leyden jars were made of glass lined with metal foil, so unless the glass physically broke, they would last indefinitely. Modern high-density types, especially liquid electrolytic capacitors, degrade due to chemical evaporation, heat, and dielectric wear, typically failing within 5 to 20 years. One electrolyte example uses the solvent ethylene glycol. This possesses the optimum balance of properties like the dielectric constant, which dictates salt dissolution and ionic conductivity, heat capacity and conductivity, broad range of temperatures in its liquid phase, a low vapor pressure so that it's very slow to evaporate. Lastly, it provides immediate oxygen source to repair any degradation of the aluminium housing under voltage.
The aluminum housing, you Americans.
Capacitor aluminium requires anodizing of its surface. This improves on aluminium's already good passivation layer. As for the conductive salt, ammonium borate and ammonium adipate are often used, specifically ammonium pentaborate. The pentaborate is a bicyclic molecule with a boron at the center. It has both good dielectric stability and heat corrosion resistance. Its outer oxygens, usually hydrated, coordinate with the aluminium surface, providing extra protection. Adipate ion is much the same. The pentaborate is better for higher voltages. They have a high solubility, a good pH, and good stability.
Ornamental physics. Work without purpose. Pure bells and whistles. A Ponzi scheme of charge separation. Here, Mr. Wimsel.
Snap! Snap!
Mr. Wimsel. He's the man who made some baby lightning bolts to impress your nan. His legacy and novelty intrinsically virginal, that talking piece your granddad shows us on special occasions. Mr. Wimsel. Spinning, grinding, snacking, wins a galactic museum display. Yes, your static influence with multi-sector machine!
Lucius, the juiciest, as the chemist from Vesuvius, traveling through time to come and elucidate us.
The juices has the chemist from the Vesuvius trailing through time to come and elucidate us. Come and just check the temperature. Watch the vapors they dust.
Ah, there it is again. That smell after every spark.
The spark?
A vicious snap. Sharp. Flash of light. Just like those sparks in the air and the glow on sharp corners up on the mountain before a lightning storm.
You've seen St. Elmo's fire?
I have seen enough to know nature repeats herself. Fresh, sharp, there is a smell with each spark.
Sharp. Like the air after a storm.
Ha! My wife says she can smell it as well. I confess I've never paid it much attention.
You call this electricity, electricity, electron, a wet one. I don't think that's what interests me.
The word can be troublesome the first few times.
Electron tea.
Electron tea?
Tastes a bit fuzzy, fizzy, fuzzy, whizzy, wuzzy, wuzzy. Bulula-la-bolly, lolly-folly.
Toodaloo.
Electric Toodaloo, at the Battle of Waterloo, did little Dee-Dee, electricity.
Well, I cannot say anyone has ever learned the word in quite that fashion.
Something is being born in the air.
Born?
Whatever that smell is, I need more of it. Much more.
Most visitors ask for fewer sparks.
Mr. Franklin, can we persuade your machine to throw us 1,000 sparks instead of 10?
1,000? We may exhaust every Leyden jar in Philadelphia.
I have a suspicion that if I can make enough of this invisible substance, then nature is trying to tell me something. Every flash leaves behind the same scent. Not smoke, not sulfur, not burning wood. The air itself has changed.
An interesting observation.
Mr. Franklin, I don't want your lightning. I want whatever the lightning leaves behind. Benjamin, you magnificent man. This fellow has built a machine that does nothing except make your lightning.
Thank you, Mr. Franklin. But I don't want to take away your lightning. Yo.
The free electrons within a discharged spark and the ultraviolet photons that are emitted from the orbital electrons returning from an excited state both have the energy to knock electrons from neutral atoms to create radicals, like the oxygen radical. With nitrogen, it's the extreme thermal energy that breaks the triple bond. Locally, within a spark, the temperature can range between 9,700 degrees Celsius and 29,700 degrees Celsius, so very hot. Oxygen radicals combine with diatomic oxygen to create ozone, but this happens only in the cooler regions, as it is not stable at the high temperatures. These are the primary radicals that form atomic oxygen radical, hydroxyl radical, atomic hydrogen radical, atomic nitrogen radical, hydroperoxyl radical, and the nitrate radical.
Wuzzy to the like any other chemical, I will tame it with geometry. Rough, tie and point, local field density has a propensity to feel them in
These combine with themselves or with neutral air molecules to produce ozone, nitric oxide, nitrogen dioxide, and trace amounts of nitrous oxide. 2 hydroxyl radicals react to form hydrogen peroxide, and 1 hydroxyl radical and 1 nitric oxide radical combine to form nitric acid. These are the dominant pathways, but there are alternatives that we could get into another episode as I'm trying to finish this video. With some amount of all of the above in a given area with a temperature gradient, as you can imagine, there are different ways things can go. The easy way or the hard way. Either you give me that electron, or you'll be experiencing 30,000 degrees Celsius. You'll survive, but from what I've seen, nobody comes back the same.
Ion these and separate the charge, and the ions lag behind as electrons take the lead. They start a collision-triggered avalanche like a leader pushing on. Compared to the proton, the electron's nearly 2,000 times lighter. I'll burn the air itself. Fast racing radicals.
No! 3, 2, 1.